We are Group 2, and this will be our final submission for the Go Global SDGs in Action Student Challenge. Thank you in advance for your time and consideration. The 12th Sustainable Development Goal is quite simple: ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Chiefly, we believe that both responsible production and consumption is key to achieving a more sustainable world. Accordingly, the goal of our project will be to contribute to the realization of this SDG by both raising awareness and encouraging the decreased consumption of animal-based proteins. As my colleagues will soon discuss, animal-based proteins exact a detrimental toll on the environment in terms of land use, water use, and in terms of greenhouse gas emissions, to name some of the many negative downstream effects. If successful, our project will directly impact three important targets associated with SDG 12, 12.6, 12.7, and 12.8. Target 12.6 looks at ways to encourage powerful multinational companies to adopt sustainable practices while incorporating sustainability information within their annual reports. 12.7 chiefly focuses on the promotion of public procurement practices that are sustainable and in accordance with national policies and priorities. Finally, Target 12.8 will ensure that by 2030, people everywhere will have the timely, relevant, and up-to-date information as to how sustainability can be incorporated into their daily lives.
Okay, so we have decided to tackle how consumption of animal protein is directly and indirectly causing more problems than one might think. Firstly, it is safe to say that climate change is on everyone's mind, and animal agriculture only serves to create a lot more emissions that can be withstood at the moment. Next, the amount of food livestock provide is a minuscule inefficiency if compared to the land needed for it. There needs to be maximization of resources. As important is the use of antibiotics on healthy farm animals, as it leads to bacteria evolution and resilience of said antibiotics, which is as dangerous to humans as it is to animals. Lastly, it is quite common for animal agriculture to lead to eutrophication. The result of this is damage to water habitats and water pollution. This is an infographic with more facts and more information about what I just talked about.
So our problem in context of protein sustainability. So animal-based protein, as discussed, poses a threat to environmental sustainability. And to get more in depth with the impacts, first of all, production of animal proteins such as beef accounts for 20 to 33% of the world's fresh water supply, marking a huge water footprint. Number two, maintaining and the upkeep of animal livestock also contributes greatly to the world's food supply, as the feed output for animals is about 1/3 of the world's grain production. Next, production of meat requires 50 times more land compared to other agricultural productions such as vegetables. And lastly, the resources required for animal protein contributes to deforestation, soil erosion, and the overall loss of plant biodiversity. So our proposed solution is to introduce insect-based proteins into diets. So why is bug protein better than animal protein? So insects such as crickets are actually abundant in nutrients such as vitamins and iron. Insect protein production also requires about 12 times less food resources, less usage of water and land, and overall benefits to the ecosystem, which helps us with our solution of environmental sustainability. You also may be wondering if this is a promising solution and if people are ready to adopt to insect protein. So a questionnaire conducted in Milan resulted that approximately 53% of the public was ready to incorporate insect-based feed into their diets after they were told about the environmental benefits. The case study is linked down below, and I highly recommend you to look through it, as the results show a step in the right direction towards environmental sustainability.
So what are our steps for the future? So the goal would be to establish a place where people can learn about food sustainability and continue to expand their knowledge, and have an alternative option of protein, which will be bug protein, as well as continuing to learn about general ways to help reduce food waste and overall sustainability regarding food. This will be done through a food and agricultural club that we aim to set up at the university. We will also be encouraging people to try new forms of protein, bug protein in this case, where they can also have the opportunity to try bug-based protein, maybe through local partnerships that we established through the Food and Agricultural Club. The main aim that we have for the future is to break the taboo surrounding insect protein. We will do this by highlighting that insect-based protein is commonly consumed by many countries around the world on a regular basis and is a staple in their diets. We have the case study of Southern Africa highlighted on this slide, where bug protein has been consumed in many countries for centuries and is a staple part of their diet. As well as Southern Africa, bug protein is also consumed all over the world in countries such as Thailand, Ghana, and Mexico. And as we highlight all of these countries, we will hopefully be able to break the taboo surrounding bug-based protein. So thank you for listening to our presentation.
We would also like to acknowledge our fifth group member, Grace, who unfortunately wasn't able to join in the recording of this video, but who was an invaluable group member and contributed to every single part of this project. We could not have done it without her. So thank you so much, and have a great day.